This is DBTV. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Hollywood actor Dan Aykroyd, probably most famous for his roles in Ghostbusters and the Blues Brothers. And we are here at the Stafford Hotel in London because Dan's been here for the launch of his Crystal Head Vodka. So Dan, welcome.
Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Indeed, and to you.
And we haven't got a bottle actually, maybe we can get one of those, but it's a very specific product. How did the idea come about?
Well, it was a sort of parallel track of thinking. My friend John Alexander, the portraitist and landscape painter from America, was talking with me about beverage alcohol and wines and tequila, and he said he always wanted to do a beverage alcohol in a skull bottle. And it was a February night in his studio in New York, and I said, well, draw that up sometime. I'll take a look at it in a couple of months. And I turned around 2 minutes later, he had the bottle drawn up. And I said, this looks like one of the crystal heads, the famous 13 crystal heads, of which 8 are in the possession of mankind and 5 are missing.
Right.
And I said, this looks like the Mitchell Hedges skull, the most beautiful one of them.
Okay.
And so he sort of had that idea, and
so was it based on the heads? It
was based on the heads, yeah. And meanwhile, I'm thinking, God, I'm not really a vodka drinker because I open vodkas and they smell like perfume.
Right.
And I taste vodkas just straight, and they have an oily kind of viscous feel in the front of the mouth that's very fake to me. Here we go,
we've got the bottle.
He designs this bottle, and I said, John, we could do a pure spirit.
Right.
If you've got this beautiful enlightened bottle, and we're going to trade on the legend of the crystal heads, we can't put the normal additives that go into vodka production. And they are glycol, which is basically antifreeze, citrus oil, which is a bug exterminant in its raw form, and sugar. You don't need any more sugar and alcohol. So I came up with this inspiration. Basically, he was inspired to do the bottle, and my inspiration was, let's strip all these additives out and see what we come up with. So we did. We took the glycol, the raw sugar, the citrus oil out of the batches. We held our breath, and we have a pure spirit now that has won double gold medal in San Francisco with no additives. It is the clean slate. We're so well timed now in this whole movement of mixology. Mixology is now driving restaurant sales all over the world. When you go to a restaurant now, the chef is less increasingly the star than the bartender.
Okay.
And so we're hitting this beautiful wave of mixology culture and focus with a product that is a clean slate for a mixologist. If you're making a martini, you don't want a vodka that has citrus already put in there. You put your citrus in yourself. If you're making a Bloody Mary, you're using Clamato, or you're using Red Bull, you're using mixatives anyway. Bartenders love starting with a pure spirit, a virgin slate, a blank canvas to begin their cocktail
So why
building.
vodka over tequila or rum or other clear spirits?
Well, because it's the biggest category of spirits, and it is the one that provides, from a business point of view, the best possibilities for growth.
Okay.
And also rum can be dark. I mean, a white rum would have been nice, but it's dark. It's dark. And and we wanted to do a pure spirit, and we wanted to be in a category where we could get the most exposure. And also we wanted a category that had the most challenge.
Okay.
And with all the competitors in the market and the way the vodka market is, just generally, we felt that the spirit to go in here was a white pure spirit based on traditional vodka making without the oils.
And going back to the shape, is it obviously the ancient crystal skulls? But is it also like a nod to your belief in ghosts, and you call it the invisible world?
I believe in the invisible world. I believe in survival of the consciousness after death for some human souls, maybe not for all. And certainly there's a very spiritualistic and supernatural aspect to the crystal heads.
Yeah.
The Navajo, the Mayans, and the Aztec in their legends spoke of owning these heads. The high priests were able to use them for both positive purposes, that is, as crystal balls to look at the tribe's future and to analyze the past and the present, but also they were used as skulls of doom. They could project death if they were properly harnessed, and the operator knew how to do that. So there you have a kind of a dark supernatural aspect, but also the fact that they could, in their legend, see the future, and that it was there to enlighten and help the tribe on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
Certainly links to my beliefs. You know, people see the skull and they say, oh, it's a symbol of death. Well,
Memento mori.
I don't see it as a symbol of death, and I have a completely view. That's why we called it a head. A head is a living thing. And certainly, you know, these are very animated pieces in real life. There's one owned by Joanne Parks, her name is, and she has a skull called Max. And she says that she's got to put it in the closet because she feels it talk to her. And everyone who owns them has a feeling of well-being when they look upon them, and a kind of almost as if there's some kind of a finger reaching out from the supernatural world.
Okay.
Certainly the owner of the Mitchell Hedges skull, the woman who owned it, when she would put it in front of people, everyone had this wonderful, warm feeling of healing come over.
Oh, wow.
So
Fantastic.
we're trying to recreate that with the alcohol.
And talking about what's inside the bottle, how would you describe the taste?
Well, our notes are, and you can't imagine better notes for a vodka. We won the double gold medal after stripping out the oils. We have a little sweet corn taste in there.
Right.
And our notes are sweet, vanilla, dry, crisp, with a kick of heat off the finish.
Sounds good. Sounds
And
good.
that just, when I read that, it just was, we're not hiding the alcohol, we're not masking the alcohol. So when you make a screwdriver with this, with clementine juice or tangerine juice, the alcohol still creeps over there so that you get a taste
You get
of
the
it
kick.
also. Yeah, and you get the kick. And so what's in the bottle is filtered through charcoal and the Herkimer diamond process at the end, which makes a nice satiny pour through our cone there. And so the fluid is really in the bottle. The design is unique. The package has got us, you know, so far we've sold 2 million bottles now, but not only because of the package. It must be because people are trying it and coming back to the taste, because they like the cleaned up taste.
Okay. Well, fantastic, Dan Aykroyd. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.